3, 4. One, two. One. Good afternoon. As we begin today's commencement exercises, please turn off your electronic devices, including your cell phone. Please sit for the commencement procession. Thank you. Thank you for joining us, and please remain seated for the procession.
afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 5th commencement exercises of Trinity Hall. We gather here today to graduate and celebrate Trinity Hall's class of 2021. Miss Leighton Elaine Van Wagner is our salutatorian. Please welcome Leighton to the podium as she gives the invocation.
Dearest God, today we ask you to bestow your blessings on Trinity Hall's class of 2021 as we take the next step in our lives. We ask you to watch over us as we embark on our future successes, as each of us has untapped potential. Guide us to make the right decisions, leaving a positive impact on the world around us. In a time when we are all 6 feet apart, help us to come together to conquer the challenges we face using our values of leadership, respect, perseverance, and faith. Bless those who have encouraged and supported us during our times of need, and bless our sisterhood, which will continue to ground us from this day forward. May your blessings not only be for us, but that we ourselves become blessings to humankind, implementing all of the lessons we have gained from our years at Trinity Hall. Wherever we go, may God bless each and every one of you to take on your future as the confident, capable, and distinguished young women I know you all are. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
Please all stand as Lucy Elaine Rederer sings the national anthem. Thank you, Leighton and Lucy. We now welcome Head of School Mary Scarillo and Board Chair Victoria Gamelik for the presentation of diplomas. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the class of 2021 who, having successfully completed the program of studies and who embody the school's core values of leadership, respect, perseverance, and faith will be awarded the high school diploma of Trinity Hall. We ask that you hold your applause until all students have received their diplomas. Leighton Elaine Van Wagner. Lucy Elaine Retterer. Veronica Sensenstein. Skylar Camille Abbey. Sarah Rose Bellotta. Emma Grace Bradley. Jacqueline Emily Chafford. Katerina Marianne Chafford. Vienna Louise Chafford. Aaliyah Pilar Chusano. Christina Ann Costa. Oh, I'm sorry. Come on up, Christina, sorry. Jordan Elizabeth Codispati. Mary Margaret Crow. Courtney Elizabeth Cushman. Lauren Barbara Davis. Giovanna Rose Dijon. Ava Rose Divisia. Jacqueline Drudy. Jenna Falconite. Meredith Catherine Farrington. Anna Victoria Faragine. Isabel V. Garcia. Mia Rose Gazera. Isabella Eden Gialanza. Jean Caitlin Gilbride. Molly Elizabeth Gill. Ainsley Gamelik. Victoria Noel Grasso. Michaela McGovern Horowitz. Margaret M. Jordan. Luciana Marisa Kaya. Haley Lynn Carincha. Madison Nicole Kelly. Faith Angeline King. Morgan Sarah Kogan. Bryce Alexandra Crampert. Catherine Lasco. Allison Teresa Lawson. Kathleen Suen Lee. Ellie E. Levine. Madison P. Marchetti. Hannah Eileen McCarthy. Catherine Mary Louise McCarthy. Margaret Hannah McCarthy. Charlotte E. McChesney. Grace Kelly McAvoy. Bryn Eleanor McGinnis. Hannah Jean Nerigian. Caroline Logan Page. Valentina Nicole Paz. Allie James Perry. Cecilia Kathleen Peters. Shannon Rose Poggi. Caitlin Elizabeth Ramos. Mary Rachel Rosovac. Madeline Dorothy Scopoletti. Meredith Jacqueline Sheftel. Gabriella M. Sorrentino. Anna Delay Torres. Kaylee Marie Totland. Brianna Lynn Vogel. Charlotte Marie Walsh. Lauren Lynn Ward. Alexa Wessel. Diana Grace Whaley. Hannah Catherine Witzke. Jessica Rose Zabrowski. Lindsay Marie Supko. Bryn McGinnis, please come forward. Center stage. Graduates, please stand and face your families. We present to you the graduates of 2021. You may be seated. Mrs. Scarillo, trustees, members of the faculty, honored parents, and friends, it is my pleasure to ask our co-valedictorians to come to the stage to deliver their valedictory address to the class of 2021. Ms. Caitlin Elizabeth Ramos will now deliver her valedictory address to the class of 2021.
Good evening, Mrs. Scarillo, founders, trustees, faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates of Trinity Hall's class of 2021. A special thank you to Mrs. Scarillo, who is moving on to her next chapter. Thank you for your dedication to building Trinity Hall into the inspiring place it is today. full of young women who aren't afraid to dream, and dedicated educators and mentors who encourage them to do so. We will forever be grateful for your years as a great leader and a fantastic role model, and we wish you the best in retirement. It's an honor to stand here today as your co-valedictorian, but today we leave here all the same, with heartwarming memories and bright futures built off the foundation that Trinity Hall provided us. Trinity Hall has truly given us the full experience. We have learned from the brightest minds, with teachers not only committed to making sure we understand every last calculus theorem, but also to giving us the guidance to succeed, serving as both our role models and our friends. We have thrived in sports and the arts, winning countless awards and truly making our mark on Trinity Hall and the world. We have learned how to be good citizens in history classes, how to strengthen our faith in theology, how to dodge T's scooter in the hallways, how to swiftly kick a predator in the groin, and even how to survive a global pandemic together. In our 4 years together at Trinity Hall, we have been given the skills to go out and set the world on fire. Looking at all of you today, it is hard to believe that just a few years ago, we were all scared little freshmen with no idea of what our years at Trinity Hall would have in store for us. Come to think of it, it has been almost 4 years since Bus 2 almost drove off the side of the cliff at Camp Bernie, and we all clung to each other, scared for our lives. That was one of our first bonding moments as a class, the first of many. Looking back, those small bonding moments are the ones I cherish most. Whether playing Just Dance on a delusional Thursday during finals week, or laughing until our stomachs hurt while reenacting Charlemagne skits in freshman year history class. I know 50 years from now, when we're all old, but hopefully not that wrinkly, those will be the things that we remember most about Trinity Hall. We will remember the small moments that made up every day, and the happiness that surrounded them. All the small moments combined have changed our lives forever, crafting us into the incredible, inspired, and brave young women we are today. And now, we have our whole futures ahead of us, and that might seem scary or overwhelming at times. So, as we embark onto the next journey in life, I challenge you all to appreciate the little moments, because they are what make life truly special. Enjoy every smile, every laugh, every small victory, and never take life too seriously. Go out and be a light to the world, using the skills and values that Trinity Hall has instilled within every one of us since day one. I cannot wait to see the beautiful mark you make on the world. Congratulations, class of 2021. We did it.
Ms. Charlotte Marie Walsh will now deliver her valedictory address to the class of 2021.
Before I begin, I want to congratulate Caitlin, one of my partners in crime since day one. Welcome, family and friends, faculty, trustees, fellow graduates, and most especially Mrs. Scarillo, our fearless leader who is graduating with us, the class of 2021, and embarking on her well-deserved retirement. On behalf of the class of 2021, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for building the Trinity Hall community from the ground up. Because of you, we have made lifelong friends, beautiful memories, and as the Windows on Career panelists would be happy to hear, many LinkedIn connections. God bless you and your family on this next step of your journey. As the wise poet Drake once said, started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team's here. It was just 4 years ago when we experienced our first engineering class, our first flag football tournament, our first power outage, our second power outage, our third power outage. We grew from these experiences both individually and as a class. We like to consider ourselves the last original class of Trinity Hall, empowered by Mrs. Scarillo and preceded by the founding classes of Trinity Hall, who taught us things like the Trinity Hall way, how to write a professional email, and that reading the community notes and breathing are of equal importance. Along with our personal growth, the building also grew during our time at Trinity Hall. We were here when the hall became the halls, the unofficial student-run bakery of sorts that housed pastries on each of the 4 benches of the West Wing suddenly became a franchise with a whole new building. The dessert selection was particularly extravagant when head pastry chef Hannah W., along with sous chefs Lindsay, Morgan, Lucy, and Veronica, all had stressful workloads the same week. The knowledge and experience that we've gained at Trinity Hall are no doubt thanks to the dedicated teachers and college counselors with whom we have formed strong relationships. Over the last 4 years, we have had the blessing, and sometimes unwanted responsibility, of learning a lot. Mr. Bogdan taught us the proper hand gestures used to conduct an orchestra, depending on the time signature of the piece. Ms. Papa taught us about the intricacies of shared humanity and what it means to be human. And Ms. Jamer taught us that in 45 minutes, it is indeed possible to get 10,000 steps in a 20 by 20 foot classroom. To close, I would like to leave you all with some of the words of my classmates in expressing hopes for the future. Faith hopes we remember that asking for help does not mean that we have failed. Vienna hopes we never lose sight of our self-worth. Jordan hopes that Gabby can get 67 extra family tickets to the Army-Navy game. Bryn hopes all of us can grow spicier with age. And Morgan hopes that one of us will become richer than Elon Musk. Thank you for being the best sisters a girl could ask for. Congratulations, class of 2021.
It is now my honor to introduce our graduation speaker, a Trinity Hall founding board member, Mrs. Miriam Tort. Miriam received her accounting degree from Fairleigh Dickinson University and was recruited by KPMG, one of the Big Four accounting firms. During her career at KPMG, her clients included pharmaceutical companies, Volkswagen, and a startup airline, People's Express. Her expertise in the airline industry led her to Pan American World Airways. At the age of 29, Miriam was promoted to Director of Corporate Accounting. Miriam married her college sweetheart, Joe, and this month they will celebrate their 36th wedding anniversary. They are the proud parents of 3 adult children, Joseph, Sarah, and Andrew. Both Miriam and Joe are advocates of single-sex education and generously devote their time, talent, and treasure to Trinity Hall and Christian Brothers Academy. Miriam was all in when she heard about the plans to open an all-girls high school and immediately joined the team. She was inducted as a founding trustee and has held several positions on the board, including the office of vice chair that she currently holds. Miriam received the Founders Award in 2019. Her only regret is that Trinity Hall was not in existence for her daughter Sarah to attend. Miriam considers herself blessed to be a part of the Trinity Hall community and is honored for the opportunity to address the class of 2021. We are proud to welcome Miriam to the podium to give Trinity Hall's 5th commencement address to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Teresa. Good evening, class of 2021, Mrs. Scarillo, administration, faculty, parents, and my fellow trustees. It is an honor to address you. I am the daughter of Cuban immigrants. In her early 20s, not much older than you are now, my mother was forced to leave her home in Havana to escape a dictatorship in search of a better life for her and her daughter. She arrived in New York City with an 8th grade education and a limited command of the English language. But with her incredible work ethic and a supporting family, she quickly established herself in a foreign environment. My mother learned English, became an American citizen, and enrolled in school to become a licensed beautician. Before long, she opened her own business. She worked hard and had her challenges, but over time, she gained loyal customers and her business prospered. Because of the salon's proximity to a university in New York City, Many of my mother's clients were from the university's community. It was from these women that she learned how education can create opportunities for prosperity in this country. When I was in elementary school, I would walk a few blocks to my mom's shop after school and do my homework, help where I could, and talk with her clients. I did not realize it at the time, but my mother was intentionally surrounding me with women that were fostering me a passion for learning. They expanded my horizons by introducing me to their careers and exposing me to all the world has to offer. They became some of my early role models. It took years for me to truly understand how this exposure impacted the trajectory of my life. I continued to an all-girls Catholic high school and then to college. My mother beamed with pride as I was the first in our family to graduate college. A few years later, we watched my sister graduate from law school, followed by my brother's graduation as he received his master's in environmental engineering. Over my lifetime, my mother has given me many gifts, but the one that has served me best and continues to serve me today is the love of learning. Learning is a lifelong process and the best anti-aging remedy. As a child, you innately love to learn. You explored the world around you, and even the smallest accomplishments, observation, or surprises was a learning experience. During your middle school years, perhaps learning was not as much fun. It was more of a chore, something you were required to do. But then came Trinity Hall. During these past 4 years, the faculty, guided by the leadership of Mrs. Scarillo, strive to rekindle and foster a love for learning by creating an environment in which you could seek inspiration and expand your knowledge. The atmosphere at Trinity Hall encouraged collaboration and investigation of topics that interest you. You were free to develop your own ideas, express your feelings, take risks, make choices, and become strong and thoughtful young women. You are confident in your capabilities today because you have been intellectually challenged. Mrs. Scarillo shares my love for learning, which is why it was so important to her to establish a school where girls would be excited to attend and develop a passion for learning. In fact, Mrs. Scarillo's children, Marianne, Andrea, and Anthony, shared with me that this was the same environment their mother created for them when they were growing up. They told me learning was not about the textbook, but about what you could do with that knowledge. She taught them to see beyond the classroom, to see the big picture. It was not about memorizing a story, a problem, or an answer. It was about understanding how you got there, where you could go from there, and what you could do with that knowledge. Some of you know exactly what field of study you will pursue, or at least you think you do. And some of you are open to see where your college experience will take you. Either way, I hope you find something that you are curious about, something that inspires you, something that you genuinely love, and I hope that you pursue it relentlessly. Keep searching for new ideas. I encourage you to take a class simply out of curiosity. Attend speaking events, join clubs, reach outside your comfort zone. Expanding your knowledge base can open doors to life that you did not know existed. Everything necessary for a meaningful lifetime was not obtained during your 4 years here at Trinity Hall, although we did try. Nor will it be in the next 4 years at college. Rather, my hope for you, class of 2021, is that Trinity Hall has provided you with a foundational curiosity and has ignited in you a spark of passion for learning, upon which you will continue to build for the rest of your life. As my mother did for me so many years ago, I hope Trinity Hall has surrounded you with inspiring people and have fostered in you a desire to learn and expand your horizons. Congratulations, class of 2021, and may God continue to bless and protect you all the days of your life.
We now welcome the Trinity Hall founders to the podium to present the Founders Award.
Hi, I'm Victoria Gamelik, and I'm one of the founders. I often tell people about my relationship with Mary Scarillo. I say she's kind of halfway between my mother and my sister. She's a little too young to be my mother, a little too old to be my sister. But like a mother does, Mary often gives me guidance, wisdom, and advice. And like a sister, we laugh, we cry, we fight, and we often just revel in the camaraderie that we have day to day and trying to embark on this journey that has been so many years at this point. So I just want to say thank you to Mary for your friendship, for your mentorship, and for your leadership. And I hope that Trinity Hall is as important to you as you are to it, and you will always hold a special place in our hearts.
Don't cry, Mary. I'm Justin Gamelik. I'm Victoria's husband, and I'm one of the 4 founders of the school. For anybody that wants to start a school, the most challenging thing we faced was establishing a culture. It's a very difficult word to get your hands around, and we were fortunate enough to find somebody that embodied exactly what we wanted from inception. We would stay up nights and lose sleep over establishing the culture of an all-girls school, the first of its kind in 4 decades. And rest assured, Mary got it exactly right from the beginning, and that will long outlive us and her. And so to that end, I say thank you, Mary. I hope I don't scare you anymore. And congratulations. This might have been the easiest Founders Award we've given.
I'm Mairead Clifford, married to Sean, who's going to speak after me. Sorry. I was looking back today through old emails to see exactly when we first met Mary, and it was the middle of December of 2011 on a tour of Oak Knoll that we were brought to by an architect who we actually didn't wind up hiring. But, and then 357 days later, just about after 11 p.m., we got an email from Mary that said, I will be joining the Trinity Hall community. I hope you're reading this in the morning. I can't remember if we were reading it in the morning, but. And then we all replied back to her, we were beside ourselves, so happy. We had prayed for her, and we were given a gift from God in Mary Scarillo, who exceeded all of our expectations, and she jumped onto the very fast-moving Trinity Hall train and took over. And while, by the way, she was finishing up working at Oak Knoll, I don't know how she even said yes to us with all that she had to finish up at her current school. We love you, Mary. I love you so much. I'm going to miss you so much. And look at what you have done. It's truly incredible. And it is all because of Mary. We couldn't have done it without her.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sean Clifford, and myself and my wife, Mairead, and Justin and Victoria founded Trinity Hall. Wait, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Trinity Hall was founded with the vision to educate and empower young women in the Catholic tradition, finally giving girls in Middlesex, Monmouth, and Ocean counties an academically rigorous single-sex option for their high school years. Trinity Hall has become an innovative, independent, all-girls college preparatory high school, educating and empowering young women. Many of you may be surprised, but this year, the recipient of the Founders Award goes to Trinity Hall's founding head of school, Mary Scarillo. Thank you, Mary.
never without words. I'm honored and privileged, but we did it. All of us here, all of these great leaders, our 4 founders. So thank you so much, our founding faculty and all the faculty that have joined us and all the board who have joined us. We did it. We did it together, and I thank you for giving me the privilege to lead. So thank you.
Please stand for the singing of the Trinity Hall alma mater found in your programs.
Trinity Hall, inspire us to lead with faith, respect, and love, to persevere with strength and courage, to always rise above. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we answered when you called to be leaders, full of faith, sisters of dear Trinity Hall. Trinity Hall, our alma mater, we pledge loyalty to you. In our 5 last years, we will treasure orange and blue. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we answered when you called to be leaders, full of faith, sisters of dear Trinity Hall.
Please be seated for our closing prayer. Mary Scarillo, head of school, will close today's graduation in prayer.
Bring my glasses. As our graduates, women of great promise, go forward, I pray for your continued blessings on your journey. Be true to yourself as you navigate the road ahead. Take what you have learned and give freely and generously of your many gifts. I thank you for the gift you have been to this community and to me personally. I have learned so much from you. Continue to use your voices to make change and always be women of action. This world needs you now more than ever. The challenges of this school year, and actually your junior year, have changed the world. Let us all learn from the political conflict, the racial discrimination, the pandemic, and our own personal challenges, conflicts. Stand up, speak up, and take appropriate action to make this world a better place for you and for all of us. You have the power. Use it wisely and in consideration of others. We love you, we respect you, and we remain ever ready to welcome you home. There is power in our shared prayers and significant power when we all pray together. In your program on the last page is the Trinity Hall prayer. And I would ask all those here to please join me in blessing our graduates. May the power of the Father lead and protect you. Amen. Thank you all for your support. This concludes today's celebration of Trinity Hall's class of 2021. Your support has made all of this possible. And our second on-campus graduation, and just 5th, is now over. And the memories of this year will live forever. and the class of 2021 leaves a legacy of faith, respect, leadership, and most importantly, the ability to persevere. The ability of this community to be flexible and to adapt while solving each problem and innovating with each new iteration better than the previous is the hallmark of Trinity Hall. God bless all of you, and a special blessing to the class of 2021. Godspeed, ladies. So ladies, at this time, I'm going to ask all of our families to remain seated as we take our class picture, and I'm going to ask you girls to meet Mrs. Kiernan on that lawn right there to my left, go to your east a little bit for your much deserved and long-awaited cap toss. We will give every family will get a picture of this, so there's really no need to get up. And as you leave today, we ask you to just maintain social distancing, and the last may be first. Thank you, everyone. No, it's okay. Yeah, it's good. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everyone.